Hey everybody, it's me, Russ, headed to the record show. At the Seattle Center Armory. You never know what you're gonna find at the record show. That and it's the people, man. I'll be honest, there's some people down there I like to see. I'm really late. I hope I'm not so late that they're actually packing stuff out and leaving. It's almost 2 o'clock, something like that. And yeah, we'll see. There's like a lot of folks in there still. Nice. $3. Hey everybody, I'm here with Mike, and you've been curating this thing for quite some time. This is his show, so the fact that this is still happening here at the Seattle Center, you can thank this guy for that. And how long you been doing this, man? When did you start?
In the early 1990s. The show has been going on, like I said, for 35 years.
Right.
A guy named John DeBlazo started it, and then I took it over about 17 years ago. So for a while, it used to be called the Northwest Record and CD Show.
Oh, that's right.
At one time, people used to bring lots of CDs to sell too and stuff.
Right.
Collectibles, but yeah, not so much anymore. It's mostly records right now.
Do you have like a cutoff, like when people? It usually gets pretty packed, and then I mean, anybody can sign up, but
right.
There's a limited space, right?
Right. Yeah.
Have you reached that before? Or?
Yeah, we were sold out for this show. We did have a few people that didn't come, but
right.
Usually a month before to a few weeks before we'll sell out.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long have you been collecting records?
Since I was a kid. Yeah, since
Nice.
16, 15 years old.
Yeah. Pretty sizable collection at home.
Doing okay.
Yeah. There you go. Sweet. Thanks again, Mike.
Sure.
Keep up the good work.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Not like you're just cruising around the clock. You're traveling at the speed of light. Now you're up there with all those other stars.
Destroy this record. You were there when he signed it? Or?
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Shit, I used to run into him in the
Chris Cornell.
in the junction.
Yeah.
He used to live out there or something because he Easy Street or something. And I'd be out there just work, shopping around. I lived a few blocks from there.
What was your name?
Victor.
Victor. You used to work at the Paramount. You
Yeah.
used to...
I worked at Paramount. I started the music hall in 1981. And they're owned by the Paramount, just like they own now the Moore Theater
Wow.
and the Neptune. And yeah, check this out. Guitar player Kim Thale, that's his autograph,
wow.
and on a laser etch picture of him.
Yeah, that is awesome. That was a piece of Seattle music history right there. 2000. You'll let it go. It'd be hard to let it go.
I gotta pay for my storages. That's where all this stuff goes.
Yeah, there you go.
And I
Nice.
hate to let it go, but that's the smallest price I can do.
Yeah, no doubt. I wouldn't let it go for anything less.
Yeah, I think I got it on eBay right now
Oh yeah.
for auction, but no one's hitting on it. An Alice in Chains pick,
Oh yeah.
and someone bought it off of eBay recently for like $300.
Wow. Yeah, you got pics over there.
Yeah, those are cheap. So these ones here. These ones here are discount. They're only $10.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So met Kurt and the band and the Paramount show.
So I had them all sign this CD, the Bleach CD,
Okay.
and Dave signed it, but he said he wasn't on it, so he wrote, "We love Chad."
Oh yeah,
I
that's
guess
cool.
Chad was the original drummer.
Yeah,
Seth Fopp is the backdoor security guy. John Poneman used to be, or he is the owner, I guess, of Seth Fopp.
yeah. Oh yeah.
He was a security guy for many years when I was working at Paramount.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And one of these guys, hey, you can't go past here.
Right. Yeah, we own Sub Pop. That's awesome.
Been hit.
The next day.
Robust cup of coffee. Don't have to go to work till after the afternoon today. It's a little slow out there. That's okay. Here's the records I got yesterday. The record show. It was worth the trip. I'm glad I went down there. I almost didn't, but I found some stuff that made it worth it too. So when there's a couple I was excited about, but this one here, there's a repress of this recently. I don't know. This was used. I got this at the record show it was like $20. And yeah, it's a repress, but I love this album. This is an amazing album. I don't know if you saw the video when my wife and I stayed in the vintage Tropicana Hotel in Vancouver, British Columbia there. In the high rise, beautiful view of the city. I pulled this up on the streamer. I brought a bar, I'm not going to bring a whole stereo with me. So I brought like a sound bar. We hooked the Bluetooth to it, and we listened to this album like 3 times. It's that good. It's just an amazing album. Sitting there with the Vancouver skyline as we're sitting on the couch listening to jazz. It was a wonderful memory, and I do really love this album. When we listened to it, I was looking it up on like Discogs. It's like out of my price range. But I'm glad there was like a reissue. I don't know how long ago this reissue came out, but yeah, this was like $20, and it's in good shape. It is a 180 gram Blue Note. I'll show you. I gotta show you. It's got the cool, the original kind of label and stuff. Hold on a minute. Just a great record. It was in this, which is nice. Whoever owned it took care of it. It is in beautiful condition, and it sounds freaking amazing. The finest jazz since 19 $39. Don't get your saliva on the record, Russ. Watch out. That is a vinyl community foul play right there. I'll throw a flag on something like that. 1957. I got my Chevy shirt, the 57 Chevys, the good jazz music. 57, good year, I suppose. I don't know. I guess it depends on who you are. I wasn't alive yet, so you know what I'm saying. This was a good find too. New York Dolls. Again, a repress. It's on the Mercury label, whatever. But this is the first piece of New York Dolls vinyl that I own. Now, I've seen New York Dolls vinyl out there, but it's always radically expensive, and this was only $20. And it's in great condition. Again, it's, you know, it's a repress, but I like it. Love it. I was excited to see this. This is interesting. So this is Nick Mason and Mr. Fenn from 10cc. So you got the drummer from Pink Floyd and the lead guitarist, Rick Fenn, from 10cc. There they are on the back. I forgot his first name. I had to look it up again. So, but it's a pretty cool record. It gets kind of 80s poppy in there. There's a track on here, Angel, what is it? No, Lie for a Lie. Mr. David Gilmour sings on that track. You get the vocals of David Gilmour on there. It has a little Pink Floyd-y feel to it. You know, we're talking the percussionist, right? The drummer for Pink Floyd. But still, it's interesting. It's like pop psych, synth pop. 1985, this came out. It's not exactly Pink Floyd, but if you are a big fan of Pink Floyd, I don't know, put this in your streamer. It's not bad. But it does have that 80s pop influence to it, which is however you feel about that. I'm warming up to it, you know, some 40 years later. 35, I don't know. Status Quo! This is a good record right here. I like this record. It was only $10. And Status Quo, great band. MGK Boston. Checking out his channel. He had the album Hello by Status Quo. And here's a band that, you know, slipped out my ear holes, out my meat computer. I have a good memory. It's just really short in stature. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Status Quo. This is a great album. Pile Driver. This is some rock and roll, in your face. From 1970. What? 2? Great record. I think that album Hello is a little better, but I do like this record too. Speaking of 80s pop, my wife is a fan of Jody Watley. And I found this for like less than $10. I can't remember. It was like $7 or something like that. And corner's a little messed up. But this is self-titled Jody Watley 80s pop stuff from back in the day. She went on to make like 23 records. It's like, wow, Jody Watley. So we rocked that this morning, and it's a pretty good record if you're into that kind of thing. Ronnie Montrose. So I saw this, and Ronnie Montrose, of course, early 70s band, mid 70s. Sammy Hagar was lead singer in the band for a hot minute, or right around a year, something like that. Ronnie Montrose, excellent guitar player. I would argue a better guitar player than Sammy Hagar, but Sammy Hagar's vocals are right. Sammy Hagar went on to do a solo career that started like a year later. Ronnie Montrose recorded this in 1985. And I'll be honest, it's a little weird. Like track 1 starts with this sort of like, it sounds like something from a movie score. The first track, like it's like a movie thing. It's, you know, like a scene, and you're watching, I don't know, somebody do something on a movie, and then it goes into. We don't really get into guitar stuff until it gets to A Town Without Pity, and there's like a blues guitar thing that he does. And this song, maybe it's just me, all right, but my knowledge of music over the years, like I can hear music that sounds, this sort of sounds like that, you know, and that song, it sort of sounds like I'll Be Home for Christmas. I couldn't get that out of my head. Like I'm hearing the guitar on that song. If you pull it up on your streamer, maybe you'll see it too. It sounds like it's got, like it's tweaked a little, but it's I'll Be Home for Christmas. And then I was just like, I was out. Pulled the needle off of that thing and put on the New York Dolls again, because that's a good record, man. I like that record a lot. I got these 3 from Victor down there, the guy that used to work for the Paramount, guy that used to sign bands, or worked with another guy that signed bands, and then ended up being the guy that signed bands himself. All these were like, it was $20 for all 3 of these. It kind of gave me a deal on them, and I'll show you why. This was just, you know, I don't know. It's Marilyn Manson. I didn't have this CD, so it's probably the only, I mean, I like Marilyn Manson in doses. You know, there's some songs that are better than some albums. This is a pretty good album by the guy from back in the day. So I got that, and Chris Cornell, Euphoria Morning. This is man, it's kind of sad. It's I'll be honest, and God rest his soul. A guy who dealt with depression and Steel Rain, Pillow of Your Bones. It was a little hard for me to listen to be honest. But Seattle music legend, there he is, Chris Cornell, and yeah, Victor met him, got his autograph on that record. And pretty cool. This one I was excited to find, and this was at the beginning of the video with the music and everything from this album. This is their debut album, 7 Year Bitch. And great album. I like this album. Second album's probably a little better, but this is the only thing I've been able to find as far as physical media of this band. If the camera's jiggling, it's because my cat's rubbing on me. Say hi, Jade! Jade, you're on TV! There she is. She's like rubbing up against the tripod here. CZ Records. This is an extremely hard CD to find. Shaun, my buddy Shaun out there, Shaun Spence, found a vinyl record, the second record of 7 Year Bitch, and that's like amazing. I've never seen vinyl of this band. Although this is from 1992, so they were in the 90s. I don't know why they didn't make it on the charts as much as, you know, some of the other bands, but they had some good freaking tunes back in the day. They were actually in a movie. Shaun Spence does a whole thing on this band, which is cool. The movie Mad Love, I believe, with Drew Barrymore. They were playing, you know, while the couple, it's another rom-com, like Singles kind of a thing, but so yeah, that's what we got at the record show there. I was really excited to find 7 Year Bitch and John Coltrane. That's a diverse musical experience right there. Thanks for watching. Hey, you're still here. little bonus content in this video, maybe, if you're sticking around, and check out some of this stuff, outtakes and things like that.
Everybody's planning to see Seattle's spectacular $100 million World's Fair.
So pack up your troubles and forget your care.
Pack up your family and head for the best in Seattle. Welcome to the future.
There's the monorail tracks above my head down here. Seattle Center is where the monorail takes off. It's been there since the World's Fair. What, 60 years ago now? And, yeah. It still goes the same amount as places. But they are doing more, you know, this light rail that goes on a track above the ground is a thing that they're building now. So that's kind of cool. Maybe 60 years in the future. The future is now. Seattle monorail. I'm going to try not to pay for parking today because it is Sunday. So in the city of Seattle, at least for now, street parking is free on Sundays, which is pretty sweet. Last time when I came here with a family, we went to the Space Needle and I found parking right here, but it doesn't look like anyone's pulling out. There's a record show today. All right. I don't know. I don't see. There's the Needle. Anyway, we parked over here on the right for free. It's all free parking. There's street parking behind the center by the arena. What's it called now? Climate Pledge Arena? There's a name for you. We made a climate pledge. Drive up gas prices on poor people. That's a climate pledge. I mean, we should be caring about the climate. I am on board with that. It's not good what we've done to this planet, but just because Seattle is trying not to, I don't know, don't get me started. Did it, found parking. Had to use some pretty killer parking skills. But we did it. Event pricing area. Damn. I'm all right. Yeah! In front of the Catholic Sacred Heart Child Abuse Center. Sorry. Let's see if anybody's left here as late as I am. March. It's super cold. Feels like February. There's the armory. Take a look at the sleek 1976 Monte Carlo. This is the car I had as a teenager.